Ish.
Ish. Hey everybody, it's Friday. Welcome. It's the Mike and Audrey show. I'm Mike.
I'm Audrey.
Hey, how's it going? How's it going? You have a good week?
Yeah, I
Good.
did. It was a great week.
Yeah. Welcome to all the people who showed up real early in the old chat there. Greg M. coming in first. Becky and Ruth and Gayton Russell and there's a lot of people talking. And Nigel and Ryan and Dustin and Christine and
Russell and Ben. I don't know if you said that.
did that. Oh,
Dustin.
Ben. Yeah, hey Ben. How's you doing, Ben? Good to see you. Glad you're here. Oh, there's some other people.
Yeah.
There we go. Now I got all the people joining. Annie's here, and Stream Elements Bot is here. Nice. And Greg Thomason,
bots.
Eric Linneman, and Will Hodge, and Jeremy, and Stacy, and Gandarian, and Carl, and I think that's it. Stacy? I already said Stacy. We're going to do it twice. How's it going?
Maybe there are two. I didn't look.
Dustin likes your shirt.
It's a dress. Thank you.
It's a real long shirt.
It's a very, yeah.
Shaped like a dress.
It's a long shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
very
covers
long.
to the legs.
Yeah. Oh, it's got a little under thing. That's fun.
Yeah, it opens.
Yeah,
and-
cute. I also didn't know this dress. This is a new thing.
Yeah, it's a new thing.
90 and humid in Boston. Boof.
It is 90 and the usual.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah. That seems fine though. It's North Carolina. Boston at 90,
July,
people start like
so it's
dropping dead
expectable.
though. Like
Yeah.
they don't have AC and yeah.
Like,
it's gonna be
the UK, like those people too. Oh, poor Scraggles. That was thunder.
Come on, Scrag, get under the desk.
Come here.
All of a sudden, like it was sunny a
Come
second
on.
ago. Come on. Come through.
There's like a weird thing under there.
I know.
Okay.
She'll deal. She'll sit here anyway.
Wow.
You don't have AC most houses? No, you don't.
Oh.
Scraggles, come on. Come on through. You can do it.
Come on.
You're brave and powerful.
You can do it.
What are you doing?
We were
goofball?
just discussing the other day about like what's so great about houses or living here. What was the thing that we were talking about?
I don't know.
And then you described multiple things that were very good. But especially having central air is just
Yeah.
important and great.
Yeah. Central air is very nice.
But is it as good as bread?
Yes. Well, bread's pretty amazing.
I really like bread, so I'm not sure. But central air is great and
107 and dry. Well, yeah, that's
dry heat.
that's Arizona.
That makes a big difference.
I mean, it's better, but it just feels like when you open the oven, you know?
Yeah, which, you know.
Yeah. So now we get 42 degrees. That sounds hot. I'm imagining that's got to be Celsius's.
Yes.
Only you see you're getting her in shops, not houses, and it's also usually broken. I don't know how.
Like, if it gets broken here, it's immediately, like, they're coming out on a Saturday.
Sunday.
fixing it.
Yeah.
Even Super Bowl Sunday.
Well.
Yeah, I know, not Super Bowl Sunday.
I mean,
We know
maybe.
that.
Really hot in Germany? Yeah, that's real hot in Germany. That's very hot for Germany.
See, people did live a long time with no AC, but still ate bread.
And we're probably miserable for it.
Yeah, there's a cat right here.
Yeah.
You can't even see the tail. Oh, there's a tail. Yep.
That's her. Primary incentive for going back to the office is the office AC actually works. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I remember, so my dad lived in Massachusetts for a long time. I had a bunch of family up there. And, like, that was a thing in the summer, is that I grew up in South Texas, where AC is an absolute, like, you gotta have that. And so
Oof.
there was somebody like down the street from my dad who got like a window unit and like turned it on and it blew out the power grid because it couldn't handle the extra strain of window units.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we in Ohio even had a window, like when I was very, very young. It was just...
in hot areas, you can get all kinds of like interesting architecture and like different building materials and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, like our house in Texas, like it was brick, so like it would keep the cool in and all that sort of thing better, and also didn't blow away in hurricanes, which is nice. But
I mean, I think it would be really nice to live in a deserty area that instead of having a grass front yard, you just have succulents, Just
zero
rocks
scaping
and things. And
yeah.
I've seen some ones that I'm like, that just looks so fun.
Yeah, I had a friend who lived out in kind of like west central Texas, where it's just high desert.
Yeah.
And they had a rock lawn essentially. It was zero scaping, just like no plants really, because why?
Because there's so many places. I mean, the U.S. is one of the weird countries that does lawns, like, and especially when you don't even do things. You do like some plants and things, but there's so many places that if you do have some lawn, you still have a big garden up front, like some sort of, you're growing vegetables and herbs. Things
Yeah,
like
here
that.
you don't really grow gardens in the front. People think it's real weird.
People think that's weird.
Yeah. But you love our yard, Audrey, just rocks and cactus. There you go, rocks and cactus.
Exactly. I love cactus. I love succulents. Yeah, I think it'd be great. Some hens and chicks. Just grow some hens and chicks into those rocks.
Yeah. Yeah.
They'd
Hens
be
and chicks
happy.
are a lot of trouble. I don't know.
No, but well, here they are, but there
well,
they
like the hen always like dies off, and you have like the whole end.
You have the pups, yeah.
Yeah. More like it's both AC and lawns. I don't know. I am in favor of AC. Lawns, like, I don't really care that much. I've got one because I haven't replaced it entirely with gardens yet, but like working on it.
Mike is doing his best, but then
working on it.
Instead of mowing lawn, we should be out there literally all times weeding that thing.
Well, you just plant stuff as it gets big enough to wreck the weeds.
Well, we haven't gotten to that point at all.
There are whole areas that we don't have to weed because the stuff is too big and it's like outcompeted the weeds.
Yeah, clover.
Yeah. Oh yeah, heck yeah, clover. I actually leave a nice big patch of clover for my bees. So. Terraced lawns. Oh, that's kind of interesting.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Plant Dependence right here.
Plant Dependence, that's me. That's you. How's it designed to retain all the heat? Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's, in England, yeah. Yeah, for sure. I didn't write down any notes for today. Well, that's okay.
What are we going to do?
I mean, I have a few things to talk about.
Wait, we do?
That are kind of interesting things that have come up recently.
Of course, we have things that are coming in the mail, but they never come in. They never come by Friday.
Yeah, so I did order. Well, I ordered some ink samples. I'll probably have those tomorrow, so I'll probably get around doing those on Twitch on Tuesday.
Is it Ohio?
What? Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah, Ohio. The Sailor Ohio inks in that batch. Several other things. I think I like 6 things. Like all samples, but
that's great.
You know,
a sample is just as exciting as getting a bottle of ink.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. So I got like 6 of those coming. And then I've got, hey, David, what's up? I haven't gotten the heat yet. Speaking of heat, I was waiting for Anderson's to get it, and I guess they must have gotten their shipment late because I ordered these samples, and then like a couple days later, I got the email saying, like, hey, we finally have this in stock. I'm like, oh, I was waiting for a while, so I don't know, I ordered it somewhere else. Surprisingly, Bennu has another in-house limited edition. They do have another in-house,
they have like the painted ones too that just came.
Well, that's what they're talking about.
Oh.
Yeah.
But also the sprinkles are back, which...
That's what I was about to talk about.
I've not purchased.
Good,
look at you had that up.
Good segue. That's literally where I was going next.
I've not purchased
it. So, like, leave Audrey one, but there is... probably, anyway. There is free random ink sample set. Ink sample. You sign up for email newsletters? Oh, I've already got that.
I don't. Wait. I don't
You to get them and I don't usually.
Well, I have like 5 accounts of things. So.
Jeez. So they have the Bennu Euphoria Confetti Milkshake, which Audrey is kind of all about.
Yeah.
Which has all these little confettis and looks, I don't know, I mean, milkshake, I guess. I thought it was like a cupcake situation, but...
I mean,
it's called a milkshake.
I think milkshake is actually more accurate in this case because I saw our friend Sandra, who... Is Sandra here? Yeah, I don't know.
I haven't seen her.
Anyway, Cupcake Girl is usually here. Because you can see that they have the sprinkles in resin, and so anything around the resin is clear. So, or like milkier.
They got the sprinkles in resin, and anything around the resin is clear?
So it's white, you see, but then when they put the sprinkles in, it makes a clear area around because,
really?
Yeah.
Huh, I wonder how or why.
Because, I don't know, I was discussing when they mix it, they have to have, you want it more translucent in that area so you can see them. So,
that's interesting.
Yeah.
Anyway, it looks real cool.
Well, just so you know, if you get one, there is some clearing around the sprinkle area to make sure you see it.
You can see them in something like right here is a big clear area. And you can see there's like some depth in there, like a couple bubbles even.
They're not real sprinkles. Don't worry.
It's too bad. They're would be delicious.
Resin on resin on resin.
Uh-huh. It's cute. It's I like it. I think it's fun. I like the extra colors in there. That's cool.
Not for lots of people, and I get that.
I mean, I don't know. I think the sprinkles thing is kind of...
I think it's fun.
Yeah. Makes you nervous as food in a pen. Well, you know, I'm not going to tell you what to put in your pens. But reminds you of the soft candy that had colored pieces in it. Soft candy with colored pieces in it. I wonder what that would be like. You mean like a nougat thing? I think there's like some white nougat things that have like little colors in them.
No, those are jellies. Those are the jelly nougats, if that's what you're talking, the Brock's ones.
I think so, yeah. Those are weird.
those are bigger
Yeah.
chunks. Like
Yeah,
I can see the similarity, but yeah, the chunks are bigger than sprinkles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. That's one of the few menus I wanted to grab.
Milkshake is part of their drink themed pens. There you go.
Oh, they have a line of drink themed pens,
Yeah.
eh?
That makes sense.
I mean, that's fine. I don't know who puts sprinkles in a milkshake, but I do like the whimsy.
People put sprinkles on the top. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, a little. I know Mike doesn't like whipped cream,
No, I
but
don't
usually
like
people
whipped
put a little whipped cream, put a little sprinkle, a little bit of a maraschino cherry on top. I'm not for the cherry, but
also gross.
A lot of people are for that.
Also gross. Yeah, somebody asked anybody, Davis says, anybody make a snap FOMO decision and grab one of the new Micarta Momento Zeros?
That's the other thing you can talk about while it's still here.
That's the other thing that was up. I haven't. I was gonna, but I can't log into the site and I can't buy anything because they want my email address. And my email address has a login, and they're like, "Oh, just log in." I'm like, I would have liked to, but I cannot. So I guess that's the internet telling me not to get one.
I mean, you know what you could do?
What?
You could, you know that person, just like tell them that you want one.
I don't know if I say I know them, but like
I
we've
mean,
talked a couple of times on social
sure.
media. That's about it.
But I mean, that's the thing. It's not like you're saying you want one for free. You want to buy one, but you just can't use the way that you usually can.
Yeah. So this is the Leonardo Stilo and Stile Momento Zero Fountain Pen Micarta Special Limited Edition, which looks pretty cool. I dig it. The one thing I don't like is I don't like this weird little thing they've got going on in here with the cap lip there. It's like got a step.
Do they have another picture of it together?
Yeah, it doesn't look as weird when it's together, but like that's still that's really strange. Just went.
Okay, I thought that was gonna be hail. I was worried for a second.
No, there's only two things, not hail. I don't know if I love this little step thing. I don't think it would really bother me, but it looks like there should be a cap band there.
I see that it bothers people. I've heard it from multiple people.
Yeah.
I don't think it would bother me, especially since it's a thing. I appreciate they're doing something with a material that people don't usually use, number one.
Yeah.
It's not crazy expensive. I mean...
No, it's not expensive at all,
for
actually.
Leonardo, it's like a normal sort of price. And sure, you have to worry about... And there are things you have to worry about it, but I appreciate them using something that's sort of harder to work with. And I would get past that aspect of it. And maybe in person, it could be one of those things when you actually see it in person, it's not... Like, sometimes there'll be pens where I'm like, oh, the cap looks way too big. But when you have it in your hand, I'm like, oh, it's actually not that weird. So it could be like that.
I think it's cool. And I mean, I don't know. I think it looks fine when it's capped. And when it's uncapped, I'm not going to be staring at the cap, I think. You know? So I don't know. I might grab one, but I don't know. Maybe. We'll see how it goes. I just bought a pen yesterday, too. So, like, I don't know.
None of these are expensive.
No.
I'm not saying that this is the cheapest.
It's like 160 euro. I can't see what it is in US dollars or if that's including VAT. Or I can't see any of that because I can't log in, and so I can't change it to US stuff.
So if it is in Europe, then it's going to be different.
So I can't. I don't know what it actually would cost me, but I also can't.
Somebody
figure it out,
here may have bought one. There you go.
181 total. Is that shipped? Or is it? Oh, it's got the shipping is free, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe it's not. I don't know. So those TWSBI Micartas look rough today. Yeah, the TWSBI Micartas are okay. But I mean, they stopped making them for a reason, I think. But this is one of the cool things about this. I think this is a really nice thing that they did.
The section.
Yeah. So Micarta is it's canvas, right? So it's canvas. It's impregnated with plastics or a resin of some kind, and so it's got little fibers, and if you get ink on it, it can stain. Like it soaks up the ink. It'll also soak up like hand oils and stuff. So like Micarta is a material that is not going to be perfect because you're going to change it by using it. And I think that's neat. I like that.
But yeah, you like hand oils and stuff, I don't think that you would mind because you're like, oh, that's the patina aspect of it, sort of. But ink.
Yeah, I mean, ink is kind of a patina too, I guess.
I mean,
but in order to help people get around that, they give you this little nose cone thing that you put on the end of the converter so that you can just like stick this in the ink and put that on the converter and just fill the converter. And they also give you a spare section that's black resin.
So it helps with the area that is most likely to show it.
Yeah, in case you're an inky fingered person or in case you're a person who wants to dip the pen in the ink to fill it, because I usually do that. But if you dip, like you see this rough edge down here, like that'll for sure soak up ink.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's just like a thing Micarta does. But it's super cool if they're just giving you an extra section
Yeah,
and
so it's
like
2
this little
sections
filler.
as well. Yeah.
Yeah, and for $180 is not bad. So it's like they're not charging extra for all that extra
And
stuff.
maybe you have another Leonardo set around. You're like, I want to make it look a little different. Then you can put a different section on there. Even though it's black, but
I
you know,
guess.
still.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or you can put a Micarta one and a random one as well. See if it looks
Sure.
interesting.
Throw that in my black
Texture
my black
different.
Leonardo.
Yep. It will
So.
give you a nice visual texture to it. Yeah.
You never dip your Micarta knives in ink. I mean, look, you could try it out. It'd give you a cool.
You can try it
patina.
once, or as many of them as you want. But
you love stuff that changes appearance with use. You buy your Galen leather and undyed for that reason.
Ah.
I have an undyed zip folio, and I like it. It's pretty cool.
Yep.
Pretty cool.
But isn't it hard to turn as well? Isn't that another thing?
What, Micarta?
Yeah. I
don't
thought
know.
maybe I was hearing that, but maybe I'm thinking the other thing.
Well, G10 is.
That's the one I was thinking of. Yeah.
I don't know about Micarta.
Maybe some maker is here listening that can fill us in more about what is it a paint or is it just the staining aspect?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. Maybe. Your True Fave Pen Box of the Month Club arrived yesterday. Had a glass dip pen and an eyedropper. Which I mean, glass dip pen is cool. The other stuff I wouldn't really care for.
The infamous Noodler's ink, is that the BSB? As I assume.
I mean, who knows?
I'm guessing it's BSB.
And the Charlie pen, yeah, I don't know.
I don't even know what the Charlie pen is either.
Yeah, it's just like this. It's just like cheapo pen they give it like the big ink bottles in the past.
I only know like the Ahab. And
I think it's less total garbage than the Ahab. But,
okay.
I don't know. Teaching shape note singing. I have no. What even is that? Shape notes? What's a shape note? Weird. You can swatch with a knife. You totally can. Well, I mean, if you can get your knife in the bottle, so.
No, that's true.
Isn't all of it infamous? Yeah. So that's like I don't know which one would be infamous because they all are.
There's that. If you hear thunder, it's...
Black Micarta pocket knife. That's why the patina is amazing. Yeah, I mean, I actually have one that's Micarta too. Let's see if I have it easily findable here.
Scraggles has had a bad week though from
poor Scraggles.
all the fireworks around this week, and now there's thunderstorms.
Well, and there were thunderstorms before the fireworks.
Yeah,
so it's
all week there's been just a chance of thunderstorms.
Yeah, so this is Micarta.
Interesting. I guess there's a little bit more grainy looking than that, huh?
Well, it depends on what the substrate is you use. So yeah. I'm not sure what they used for this.
Yeah.
But it does look like it's been polished a little smooth. You can see here where it like goes in and out of the pocket over and over again. Yeah. It's like sort of
worn.
Yeah, it's worn, or else maybe it's like less worn there actually,
yeah.
and like this has just been like sort of smoothed down. Because as you're using Micarta stuff, you're also saying that like some of the Twisbys look kind of rough, but they also get smoother kind of over time. So. But yeah, Micarta's a cool material. It feels nice. It's got a good feel to it. It's like a little bit of a texture usually.
Again, with those, that's all subjective. Some people like the character that can come. The thing that would worry me is like, oh, people don't use it very often, but people use it for knives. But the pens aren't breaking. You can still use them. That's the main thing for me. That's the issue. Where I'm like, oh, well, then I'm not going to.
No, Micarta doesn't break.
Yeah. But if it can stain, I don't mind that. But I know a lot of people who don't want like demonstrators for that reason. Yeah. But this is different than that. But it looks not pristine.
Yeah, I think I'm actually cooler with this staining than a demonstrator.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't like staining a demonstrator if I can help it.
What's the difference to you?
Or
you just can't describe it, you just don't.
Well, I mean, I hadn't really thought about it very much, but this sort of thing getting stained, like that just seems like that's a thing that it does. Whereas a demonstrator gets stained, it just kind of looks grungy or dirty to me or something, like it reminds me I made a bad choice. Like it's not supposed to get stained, whereas this is like supposed to pick up its environment and like ink stains are part of it. But at the same time, I didn't want to get any of my Ryan Krusek wood pens stained. So I don't know, I'm not very consistent.
Yeah. So I when I see ones that are stained, I don't mind because that just makes me think that they use their pens and they like it and But coming from a person that works for a company, again, I don't like if they don't like it, if it stains, but it's something that just happened. But again, I don't mind it because I'm like, oh, they're using their pen, and that's just something that happens.
Yep. Shape note singing is an old-timey American music style, or that's a root for a lot of old-time and American folk music. Yeah. Interesting. Never heard of it. Cool.
Yeah.
Saw some place had drone shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently there are a bunch of places that are doing drone shows. I think Denver did theirs as a drone show, and I was reading that article on it. Drone shows look really cool. We saw some. Was it Coachella that we were watching online? They had the drone show.
Was it Coachella? I think
it was wherever like Blackpink was playing.
I think it was Coachella.
Yeah. And that looked super cool. Because you have a lot of control over it. It's like you don't have like
very precise.
Yeah, it's precise, and it's like it's got dimension, and it's very interesting. Super cool. It's not just like a bunch of blinky lights in the sky. It's like, I mean, they were making like dragons and stuff happen, which was, and like faces, like it was wild, the sort of thing you can do. So
yeah, because it can move, like it can shift in time. So you get that sort of 3D.
Well, and
effect.
if you turn off the lights, and you can just like rearrange things, and like more stuff happens, and it's pretty impressive. So,
but it's not as you said, there's no boom.
There's no boom, which is like good for wildlife and good for pets and good for like people with PTSD and good for all kinds of stuff. So.
Oh yeah. Most people like it, but there's a lot of things in this world that don't.
Like poor little Scraggles.
Like poor little Scraggles down here who's panting.
Some Urushi pens and other lacquerware are designed to show wear, being a very thin layer of dark lacquer on top of lighter. Yeah, it's got to take a long time though, right? Like,
I would think
it's got to take a long time to wear through that lacquer. I don't know. Currently in Galax. Hey Denise, what's up? Home of the oldest fiddlers convention in the U.S. Are you there for a fiddlers convention? Do you play the fiddle?
Wow.
That's awesome. When you were a kid, Coachella had a doctor's office, a motel with a pool, and a grocery store, and that was about it. Yeah, it's a little different now. Yep. Probably. Well, I don't know what the town is like, but what's in my pocket today? I mean, nothing. I haven't left the house. I've been mostly like, I did some yard stuff, and I hung out in here and played Zelda and did like school things. I haven't got anything in my pockets.
But I think you can look around and be like, what if something happened and you were going to get up and go? Right now, what do you have here that you'd be like, okay, I'm going to pick those things up. I think that's another way to look at it.
Okay. I don't know. Where am I going? Paint me a picture.
Scraggles, they got her meds in. She has to go get you have to go get this for her.
Oh. Yeah, so if I do that, I'm just like gonna grab the stuff that's on the mirror in there that we keep all the stuff in. So I like throw my wallet in my pocket.
Okay. It's the FC wallet that you carry.
Yeah, that FC. That's my second FC wallet. Yep. Yeah, the first one's still a little bit of barbecue sauce. Wow. And I've got in there a thing that I've been carrying around a lot, which is this Pininfarina Graphiques pen.
Yeah, the little skinny one with the
super long clip.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you showed that before.
Yeah, so I mean it's summer, and so I wear a lot of like what do you call them, like basketball shorts or whatever, like athletic short type situations, and those are I do, but I keep a knife out there usually. So I have like, it's like an IKEA like mirror thing. It's got a little like, I don't know, what do you call it, like a
shelf that's like a lipped shelf.
Yeah, it's like a sort of, I don't know, a pocket, or it's not like
it's like a pocket.
Yeah. Anyway, that's where I keep most of my like grab and go EDC stuff. So like that pen right now has its little clip just over the edge of it. I just grab it and I put it right here in my shirt, and like it's so far up to the top that it doesn't feel like anything being there. It's just right there. It doesn't fall off, which is great. It's the one in my June 2nd look video. I'm still liking that. I think it's very good.
I knew I saw you post, or you mentioned it somewhere. We showed it here at one point, but
the pocket knife that I've been carrying most
Mr. Nose caught us.
You can't see him. Nose, bring that sheet.
Nose.
This is the one that I've been carrying lately, which is this little Benchmade
Nose
Bailout, I think is the model of this one. It's for the SHOT show. SHOT stands for something, and I forget what, some sort of outdoorsy show thing. But it's anodized orange and teal. I've really been liking this. I think it's funny. I think it's fun. It's hard to concentrate when he's yelling and you're yelling at him. So I'm like, random words are coming out of my face.
Everyone wants to see Mr. Nose.
Look, if he would come around the corner, we'd show him, but he won't.
He's right there.
He won't.
I know he's there.
He won't do it. He's just where I can't see him.
Yep.
I know if I could see another few inches that way, I'd be able to see him.
He's going to be right there with a lamb chop or a pumpkin.
Yeah. But I really like this. I like this knife a lot. I don't like the clip, though. I like that it's short.
It looks small, yeah.
It's real small, which isn't really a problem, because that means like almost none of it shows. Like this much shows out of your pocket, which is nice. But it's super tight.
Yeah.
And I think that's because it's so short. Like, it's not long enough to be more flexible. And so it's like, it can be hard to get over the side of like, putting this on jeans is actually kind of hard.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's just like, I mean, it's so tight.
It is.
Like, it doesn't, yeah. So.
Well, thank you, Gabe. We got $2 for a good day and freedom for everybody.
Hey, thanks. Appreciate it.
Thank
Thank you very much, Gabe. Appreciate you.
So nice of you. And it's euros, I should say. Did I say euros? I might have said dollars.
I said dollars. It's more or less the same.
Mostly.
You play recorder and other early woodwinds. Somebody asked if somebody said something about, it was Annabelle was talking about how she needs to try a bunch of music nibs because she's a musician.
Yeah.
And a nibist.
Yeah.
She works for Apple Boom, and she's also a harpist and like, pretty serious musician and goldsmith and such.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm a musician and a nibist. I've never really used any of the music nibs. And so somebody mentioned that Figboot and I had. She's like, but are they musicians? And I'm like, I mean, I've played a lot of instruments. I wouldn't say I'm a musician.
Yeah.
Like, I can make a thing that's kind of music-ish. But if it's a woodwind, I've probably played it, unless it's a flute. That's just because I can't. Tried. Wasn't good. So, yeah, tried that. Two hobbies are pens and early music. Oh, that's kind of fun. Give us nose or we riot. Nose! Come on, Nose.
I did feed them. So.
I don't know.
Question regarding the DC show. Who to go to for stuff that is not at other shows is going to be at a pretty discipline.
Depends on what you want, frankly. You have to give me a little bit more than that.
Yeah.
It really depends on what you want. And the thing about the DC show is, I mean, there are some vendors that don't really go to other stuff.
Yeah.
But most of the vendors there will go to like some other shows, but not all of them, you know?
Yeah.
Like... Little Black Rabbit, I don't think does any other pen shows.
Oh no.
Little Black Rabbit is mostly like, I know, stickers and washi and seals and stuff.
Stamps and
some of the seal folks, like Lightbringer, doesn't really go to other places.
Yeah,
the Tools guy doesn't really go to other places. Well, he goes to like New York because he lives there.
Long lips.
Yeah.
Sorry, I always laugh saying lips.
And, played jazz double bass. That's amazing. I would love to do that. I've never gotten a chance.
So, well, pens, that's very open-ended. Do you want new pens? Do you want things that that you buy on like Goldspot? Or do you want things that are vintage things or hard to find pens that...
Yeah, I think
that matters.
Yeah, I think the thing to do is look at some of the vendors like Pendemonium and places like that will have like some unusual stuff and people that like buy lots of pens, and so they'll have like just a bunch of slightly used things, that kind of stuff. Because like you can't just like get that in a store, you know?
New and unique.
Well, new and unique. Like if it's new, then it's not going to be unique, right? Because it'll be at there'll be vendors for it.
Yeah.
I mean, for new stuff, like one of the real benefits of a show like DC is you can go to like Pilot and Sailor and a bunch of those and try out nibs and like platinum. Yeah. There'll be a bunch of platinums there and you can like try out all the nibs and that sort of thing. Pilot Japan will be there. They're going to be with Pilot US and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
They're going to be doing some like handwriting analysis, which makes it sound like this is your mood or something. But from talking to Pilot at the Triangle show, it's like an R&D thing. Yeah. So they're curious about whether there are like nib grind things that they can do like for the US that are specific to the way that people write English instead of writing kanji and such.
Yeah, writing different characters versus English is very different. So they want to do that analysis by machines, which is cool.
Yeah, right. So are they going to do it with machines?
I thought they were using something that was going to identify the hand of how it...
That could be right.
Or something like that. That's... Maybe my science mind was thinking of it a different way, though.
That might be true. It does sound familiar now that you say it again.
There usually is a show ink, and usually it comes with just the...
Usually it comes
admission,
with the entry fee.
So it's not like any particular person. I mean, maybe somebody else will have a show ink, but the main ink for the show is usually with the admission. Yeah,
it's usually a Monteverde. It usually comes in a little bag, and it's usually limited to the first couple hundred per day or something.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't remember the exact numbers because you actually don't get it if you're there on a dealer pass or anything like that.
But then also you want to look at things like drum ghouls because there's sort of the one-stop shop where you're like, oh, they have a bunch of inks. you don't know how many inks that they can bring as well. But I'm sure
they bring a lot
people.
because they drive.
Well,
they bring, like,
but
wall,
maybe there's
like a
only
tower.
a bunch of the same inks.
No.
Like that's
No, they bring a lot of different things.
Yeah.
That's Van Ness doesn't bring that much ink anymore, but Dromgold is like loads up the truck.
Yeah, but they can only have a couple of something that's popular can go fast.
That's
potentially.
possible.
Yeah. Go to Jimmy's table.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're gonna get at Jimmy's table. Jimmy Dolive.
He does go to all the pin shows, which I didn't talk about him.
That's true.
But he is a person not to miss because you never know what's going to be at that table.
I don't know if he knows what he's going to be bringing in, too long before the show. He just goes to the vault and picks some random.
I don't know how he decides.
So unique, you can find some things once in a while that you're like, oh.
Probably the DC shows, it comes at the same time as property insurance and garbage bill. Your garbage bill only comes like once a year or something? Oh. Ours is every month with the water.
Oh, stop at FC. We have the prototypes.
Yeah,
Ian Schoen will have some specials likely.
Oh, so, Ian's got cool stuff.
So FC, try the nibs out, special things. Ian's going to have some special things. So for more small maker type things, we will have that as well.
Yeah.
And just come by and say hello to me. Even if you don't want to shop.
Come by and say hi to Audrey.
Yeah.
Yeah. So... Ian, was it yesterday? Day before yesterday?
Yeah. I don't remember which day yesterday.
He's been messing with all kinds of cool Monarch stuff. So garbage tax bills once a year. Oh, in addition to a monthly bill. Oh, weird.
Huh. Interesting.
Jimmy's Post-it note deals. Yeah, if you see a Post-it note on something, it's probably a really good idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the Monarch nib is something I'm a big fan of because it's unique. But also he's been messing with all kinds of anodizations and things. So he got polished solid blue, and he's got kind of like with like each color feed. Yeah. And then he's got satin ones, things, and he's got gold. And then there's these, which are just
duochrome or multichrome.
Yeah, I mean, look at that one. How cool is that? And a lot of these are gone. In fact, they're only like that one's still left.
That's interesting.
That one's left. There's some of those, I guess. These look like these might be easier ones, so maybe he just had more. Because if you're doing this, that's several different processes to get that thing, which is real cool. And those are separate without the pen, so you just buy loose nibs, which is pretty neat.
Which a lot of people have been asking for, so.
Yeah, people have been asking for that for a while. I don't know if you can get... Yeah, you can just get the regular chrome ones. Yeah, so that's cool. And also, this is the thing I need to order for sure.
That's right.
He made a bunch of these, and so I have one somewhere here. Here it is. I got one of these, and he's made several different kinds now. So this is a little thing that is for helping you clean out your pens, which is real cool. So it screws on to the end of a syringe. I have one of the little syringes like he has there, but I've also got like big ones that will also work for that. Yeah. Which I suggest it's more efficient.
Yeah, exactly. There are lots of syringe sizes, so see if you can go to Amazon, get like a small set of different sizes. Good to go.
Yeah. How do you say this word? Luer.
It's lure lock.
Lure.
That's what. Cool. Yeah, we use lure lock in science all the time.
Yeah.
Yep.
See that it says what these are made of. I don't think he's said. Don't know.
I can't tell. It's plastic of some kind, but
yeah, I don't know. Like
lots of plastic.
It's so hard that it's got me thinking it might be Peak. Like it might, or Black Ultim probably. It might be Black Ultim. Because it's hard as heck. It's hard to say, but it feels sturdy as heck. So cleaner thing is going in the cart when you get around to ordering one of his pens for sure. So I've only got the one for Yovo because it's the one he sent me out to like test and try out.
Yeah,
and
it's
give
not like
feedback
polycarb or anything like that.
No, it's definitely not.
No, it's softer than that.
What? No, harder.
That's so. Polycarb makes a particular noise when you touch it, so
Shoot, I just dropped it.
It sounds like it's harder.
Scraggles need to grab this by your. It landed by Scraggles' very black little foot.
Yeah, there's lots of black things going down there. It's hard to tell between that and Scrags.
I don't know. It's got that kind of like.
It's not
almost
quite
metallic
as high.
sound.
Yeah, it's more metallic and.
Just makes me think Ultim.
Polycarb is more hollow sounding.
So he's also got now Pilot and Sailor ones.
Oh, that's
which are a thing that I actually really need.
Yeah, we have lots of those.
And he's got coming soon Bach and Kaweco, Platinum, and Lamy. So these are machined in-house, and that's why that's another reason I kind of think they might be like Black Ultim or something. Because, you can machine it.
Yeah.
And he's also got them marked as to what they are. So that one you kind of can't see because it wraps around too hard. But the Pilot one is pretty... Well, not in this picture so much. So I've seen some other pictures of it where it says Pilot right there, and you can see what it is. So very neat little gadget here. Just screws on the end.
That's actually really amazing. That I feel like that should be talked more, and it's really important that this is a thing now, that you don't have to find things that will makeshift clean it out. But it's a fast use a syringe.
Yeah,
it's great.
So like the Yovo one is the one I need the least, actually, because a bulb syringe will fit is about this big as well. It's like the ones you use for squishing out like babies' noses or something. Yeah. Or like an ear cleaner one is pretty close too. Not quite as good, but
a good one is the Up and Up brand from Target, the ear cleaning system, and that specific size works really well.
But the ones from Sailor and Pilot and Platinum and Lamy are all different, and none of them fit the like bulb syringe thing.
Right. Yeah.
And so my workaround is that I would take cartridges and snip the back end off.
Right.
But I got that big bulb syringe, and that thing is too big to fit in the cartridge right. And so like that sucks.
Doesn't.
Well, yeah.
It does and doesn't.
Yeah. And so like this is gonna be great. $10 a piece. I mean, I'll buy every variety that he makes because they're super useful, and it's not like it's gonna wear out. So that's.
He should just make a combo pack. Be like, if you're a pen collector, just here's all of them. Yeah. Because you'll probably have one of each, most likely.
I will not hold show and design responsible for pen or nib damage that comes from using this product. You'd have to work to damage your pen, but also there will be somebody out there who does something crazy. I don't know, maybe just takes like a nib unit and puts it in there and it snaps off the... I guess you could do that if you're being... Yeah, a combo pack. Just do an all the things combo pack. Yeah. I was thinking I could wait until like DC or something, but like, I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna get them. Maybe I should wait until he gets the other ones. I don't know. But these are really cool, and I suggest y'all check them out. I should give you a link.
You could always just ask Ian, be like, hey, is it gonna be like...
I could.
I feel like, or far? I mean, I think that's a fair thing. Be like, is that gonna be... Should I just wait until they're available if they're going to be soon? Yeah. And if not, just go ahead and order them.
Cleaner things going in the cart once you do it. Wait for spinning on a new ink pen or a new recorder thing. Oh, like a Toolie Toots recorder? Or like a thing that's recording other things?
Diddly do.
You know what I'm talking about.
Is it like a ocarina?
You know what I'm talking about. Eric, thank you very much for the $10 there.
Thank you.
It's for a pen cleaning thing and or pizza.
I mean,
so thank you very much.
One is a little bit more responsible than
pizza?
Just ordering pizza.
Oh. So,
and is more pen related. That might be better.
It says Pizza Fund. Oh, all right,
okay,
fine.
Perfect.
Looks
Scraggles.
Would you like a piece of crust?
Is she allowed to have a piece of crust? She's looking so pathetic down here, too. I really hope you say that she can, because she is so unhappy down here.
Let me see if I can get my phone to take a picture.
Oh, you'll be so sad by how pathetic she looks. Hi, Scrags.
Scraggles. Hey, look up here. Scraggles.
She's looking. She just has the weird, like, reflecting eye thing going on.
This is our little dog. Underneath my desk.
Oh my gosh, she's so
see
sad.
My tangle of power cables and stuff. Chair mat, IKEA Alex. Sad dog.
Sad Scrags.
Sad Scrags.
Sad Scrags.
Yeah. So.
Eric says you can, Scrags. Are you excited for that? You will be soon.
Oh look, it's a Katy Perry on the cat
cam. It is a
cam.
Katy.
Scrunch this way just a little bit. There you go, perfect.
Victorian orphan pose.
That's right. Can I have another? Would you like to buy a matchstick?
Issues blurg. I might have said blue.
You said blue. You said bloog.
Bloog.
Yeah. And then one last thing is there's a good sale going on right now over at Track. It's their summer sale. One of my favorite bag makers. Definitely be talking about them at my DC Bag Talk if y'all want to come to DC and hear me talk about bags and like see a bunch of bags. Come to that. It'll be at some time. I
I'm
think
salty about my bags. I'm never having you talk about my bags ever again. Never show one of my bags ever again on your channel. I'm done.
I'm gonna.
No, nope. Nope. I'm gonna take it and be like, can't show this.
Oh man.
That's
what
a
about
long list. That's a long link there.
Oh, it's a really long link.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess I could have taken off some of this.
Katie says hello to everybody.
I was all saying where it came from.
What about nose?
He wants to see him. There's a shorter link that's less crazy. Like the idea of a bag talk? Oh, we're going to do it. PNW show starts tomorrow. Yeah.
That's a fancy looking hotel, too.
It is. It is
oh,
fancy.
My goodness. That is not the that's not the East Coast show hotel. That's for sure.
No. Oh, man. Stuff is selling out.
Yeah.
I was actually kind of thinking about getting a pair of those. Packing cubes are pretty darn cool. I don't have any.
That is so expensive for something that is so simple.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I'm being sarcastic here.
No, don't do that. You're feeding trolls, and you don't need to do that. You need to stop it. In fact, you can like hang it up, and it becomes like a little like hanging shelf or I don't know, bag of clothes or whatever. So you don't have to put stuff in the hotel.
Don't most bags have a little handle?
I mean, I guess, but you wouldn't hang a backpack up like that and just leave it unzipped to like grab stuff out of.
You could.
I mean, I guess. I don't know. I was kind of thinking about it, but $75 is kind of
and it's sold out. So.
Oh well, now it wasn't sold out when I was looking at it last night.
Uh,
So yeah, they have stuff up to like 70% off. So go check out Track if you like.
Yeah.
Good time to get some like cheaper bags and backpacks and stuff like that. So like, even 17% off of the arcade brings it down below $200, which is nice. This Messenger only $160 right now. That's pretty inexpensive for the Bairn. It's all wax canvas. It's all really good materials and stuff. I dig it. Yeah, it looks like a lot of stuff is pretty sold out. This is the new... No, that's not the new one. Where's the new one? They have a new bag. My favorite Largo, down to $145. Pretty darn good.
I have scraggle whiskers against my leg that you hate.
Oh, I hate that. She likes to sit under my desk and just put her like little whiskery face against my leg, but it makes me feel like there's something crawling on me. They have a new bag, and I swear it was on here. It's not anymore. It's okay. It's fine. Slings.
Did you know? We should do this.
Maybe they took everything out of these and put them somewhere else.
I want to do a poll.
I don't think you can do that on YouTube.
Well, I watched somebody's live stream literally yesterday, and they had a poll. I was like, this is awesome, and I want to do one. Okay. I don't have an opinion on what we should have a poll on. But I think that's a fun thing that we should do, and we have something like, what do you think about this? Or what should we do next?
Hey, we can start a poll.
There you go.
I found it. It's in the engage with your audience. This is brand new.
Who wants to have a poll?
Start a Q&A.
I don't know what
this does.
I don't know.
Say something.
Oh, I think that pops up and it shows like questions. Like sometimes in order for things to show, they have to donate or whatever. But I think sometimes you just have... Maybe.
Huh.
It might just let us know if anything shows up.
Yeah.
For you.
It looks like it opened a separate chat thing here.
Oh, it does. I wonder how it looks on
it comes
mobile.
Out? Where does it come out? Oh, interesting.
There's
you
a box.
See a box. And it doesn't put it in the main chat here, so y'all can't see it.
Yeah.
Interesting. What ink is the best ink? Brontosaurus. Funny thing about best inks is that I guess this means that you can have like a Q&A thing that's kind of over on the side.
Yeah.
And then like you can keep doing chat
so
stuff
you can ignore certain questions where there's like, like, well, I don't want to answer that.
So
or whatever.
I can go, okay.
So they can't see it, but we can see whatever.
Yeah,
this is fun.
So on my side, I can see live chat, questions, Q&A. Yeah. Okay, well, that's kind of cool. That's neat. It's a neat new thing. I like it. You can see my Q&A. Oh, y'all can see it somewhere. Q&A window popped up.
And that's what the live the poll will do. Like it will keep it in that certain spot if you want to see, so they can see in real time what the results are until you get rid of it, of course.
You have to wait a minute between questions, so you can't just pepper us.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
It's not like spam something.
Yeah, so on Twitch the other day, and I'll probably do this again on like, I don't know, Tuesday, maybe Thursday, we'll see how it goes. But Audrey's been kind of, and some of the rest of y'all have been kind of bugging me to like do a set of videos where I talk about my favorite inks.
You know what'd be fun?
Me finishing my story.
Okay, after let me know.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I was like, I mean, I can't just do like olive blue or whatever. So I went through some of my smaller sections of inks, and I've got 5 of them that I've picked my like top 5. I'm not gonna pick a favorite because I'm incapable of doing that.
Yeah.
But there will be videos where I talk about like my favorite yellow golds or oranges or dusty purples or red purples or blacks or whatever else. So that's coming. So what's the best ink? I don't know. I'll have like 25 of them. What's your thing?
So I think it'd be fun if we took your lists like that and then just do sort of like a bracket with it, so people will pick and choose of which one's better, this one or this one, and then the people get to decide what the best one of that particular color is based on a certain small set criteria.
I feel like I'd need more than 5 for that.
But I think that you could do it. I mean, you can just add a list of more, and then you could do like a day that's blue or something, and they can. So it doesn't have to be all of them, but just do a little bracket of what people agree when just randomly put 2 inks together that are top contenders.
Yeah, literally have no idea how to do that, but maybe it's something I can figure out.
Let us know if you think it'd be fun or not, but that's just something I was thinking. So we can do polls on here now.
So you can see my Q&A and respond to it. I think what you're giving is, I think what you can give is like, you can give questions. That's interesting. Yeah, I can see that, Laura. If I go to the other thing, it's been a minute yet. There you go. Yes, the answer is probably yes.
Yep.
Completely given up on favorites. Yeah, I don't like do favorites. It's a thing I was talking about with Audrey earlier on. She's like, what's your favorite song from this band? I'm like, that's not a thing I ever do. So like top 5 was hard enough. Yeah. Picking one, forget about it. It's just not, I'm not that kind of guy.
But I still think it would be fun to see what our audience overall thinks of things, you know?
Yeah, I just got to figure out
brackets
some
are
way
fun, or just having, things like that are fun.
Okay. So,
I think so.
I mean, look, I take you up on one idea, and you may give me another more complicated idea before I'm finished with the first one.
Look, I think polls
this is why I never get anything
done. Would be fun. And now since we were on stream, and now we know how to do these things, that is fun. Then it'll be more interactive, so people, besides the people who are just watching on their TVs that have no, way of actually doing anything with these questions or polls. At least I don't think so. People who watch us on TV, see if they can see them.
It's pretty tough.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to.
Can y'all see other people's questions that are being submitted to the Q&A thing?
I have a question about that.
Yeah, I'm curious about that. What's the word on the street having an internet connection? Internet connection sucks for a couple of y'all, it seems like. Asked on Threads what inks people are excited about right now. It's fun to Google all the inks you weren't familiar with. That's fun.
Polls can be wrong, and it's fun to argue about that, though.
Yeah, of course. Like, everybody's wrong when they put together a top X list, which is why I try not to do it. But this one insists that I need to, so.
I think it's fun. People like to have feelings. They want to have strong feelings about things.
I know. It's just they have feelings that are angry, and that's why you don't want to put your bag things on there, because people say things you don't agree with. Sync comments as questions. It's called equipment. You don't see your dumb questions in chat? Okay, cool.
No.
So they can't see all the other people's stuff. They only see mine. That's interesting.
So yeah, you can ask whatever you want.
Yeah, throw those up there. That's kind of fun. As a non-sports ball person, you'd finally get to do the bracket thing. All right, fair. Which mod is best mod?
All mods are perfect mods.
All of my mods are amazing, including...
Technically, I'm a mod, so I'm part of that, and I'm saying all the mods
including
are very important.
Rewell, who is my Twitch mod.
Important, yep.
Yeah. All very important and excellent people.
Yep.
Bad things. Oh, bag things. Oh, I mean, yeah, people want to disagree and get angry about top X lists or favorite things lists, and I don't.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I don't like to do them, but Audrey insists I must. And then she gets mad when people post things she doesn't agree with. So, just like everybody else does, and how we yell at the screen when Rhett and Link get food wrong.
They always get food wrong.
See, I know.
We can have a pizza day. We can have opinions on best pizza topping.
I always have an opinion on that.
I know,
somebody asked what type.
I got 9 minutes.
Somebody asked what type of pizza. I mean, probably going to this place called Marco's down the street. It's gonna be all the pepperonis, likely. What's the meaning of Life series? What's the meaning of Life cereal?
Mike really likes Life cereal.
I really like it, especially cinnamon Life cereal.
I was just gonna ask, do you like the cinnamon or the brown sugar one, or the
cinnamon,
brown sugar, or just like the normal original?
I think it's brown sugar.
Okay.
Well,
I'm trying to remember if that's.
I think the original is a brown sugar situation.
No, I think that we're talking about oat squares.
Well, they also do that, but I
Okay.
think Life does that too.
Okay. Yes, we can see who's saying what, so we
Yeah.
know
Oh, I
exactly
can.
what's
I
going
can.
on here. So
I can.
Yeah.
That's all the things. Oh, what ink is best ink? I don't know. I have a lot of them. They're all great. No, that's not true. Some of them are great. Others are not good at all. In fact, a couple of these, I only had 5. Like I picked them out, the ones I liked, and like, and so what I was doing is I was going through my ink Rolodexes,
yeah.
and like picking out all the ones I think are pretty good.
Yeah.
And then after that, I would like take that and then cull that down.
Cool. Yep.
And I think it was the dusty purples. Was it dusty or red purples? It might have been dusty purples. Anyway, there were one of those purple sections. Like I only had 5 that I liked. So like, well, guess these are the 5.
Yeah. I have an opinion on Mike inked a pen for me, and it did not work well for my usage. So
No.
it was what was it? Diamine.
One More Sleep.
One More Sleep did not work well for
Yeah.
my needs. I need something more saturated. It did not. Oh, I think I sent you a picture. Maybe I can show you what it does on particular paper, because
Yeah, I was just
I
gonna
don't know
grab-
why it does that.
Grab Kelly's review. Yeah, I mentioned that on the stream. If
Oh,
you're
you did?
If you're like,
Oh.
oh yeah, that one sucks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, apparently it's a known thing. So yeah, One More Sleep is this one right here, which looks cooler in a swatch.
Yeah.
Looks real good in a
This is actually looks like what it. Oh.
this. You gotta tilt it. There you go. I think that looks okay.
I mean, it looks better here than it did in person. It just looks very undersaturated.
Mm-hmm.
Like it wants to be more, but it's just not quite there. That's what it looked like to me in person.
Yeah. So that One More Sleep didn't work out. It's fine. We'll we'll use another one.
I think in a different
Mm-hmm.
set of circumstances, yeah, it looks
Maybe.
okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll bring that. Did you bring it home with you?
I'm fairly certain I did. Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
Well, we'll trade it out. We'll put something else in there.
But Three Kings was a good one.
Wow, what is this? 20-pound, 24-pound copy paper. A lot of feathering every nib size. Weird.
That is
I don't know.
lot.
That copy paper, it looks worse than mine.
That looks
Because
bad.
I actually have been using Cozy Up since December.
Really?
I still got it in
I
the pen.
forgot that you did
I've-
ink. I'm
I've-
surprised you inked that one out of all of
I
them.
really like it.
Really?
Yeah, and Best Wishes, I also
Oh.
have that one still as well. And it's totally fine. I haven't had any of this problem. So
Ah,
that's very
interesting.
strange.
Huh. Okay.
I don't know what's going on there, but that is weird.
Having trouble wearing Gold Hamlet with my new FC. Do you think it's just the combo, or what do you think?
I don't know. I don't know about Hamlet. Three Kings reminds you of Baby Poo. I like Three Kings. I think it's pretty good actually, but
It's a Mike kind of color. You know, it's sort of.
It's definitely strange.
Yeah. Which you can show it if you want. Which
I'm fixing to.
Oh, that's that one.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot you even had that. There
It's
you
kind
go.
of a spicy mustard. It's also almost the same as the section on this pen.
It is definitely spicy mustard.
Yeah.
You're right.
Like a spicy brown mustard
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. You love baby poop color?
It-
Well, that's good,
Yeah.
Dustin. I'm glad you do. 'Cause
Yeah.
You gotta deal with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Microphone is sometimes louder. Well, it's closer to Audrey, and sometimes that's the way it goes.
Yeah.
Just Shimmer and number 5 not working out. Yeah, could be. Could be.
Yeah. Number 5, the feet is smaller, so I wouldn't be shocked if it was unhappier.
I haven't used too many of the Wearing Goal shimmers either, so I don't really know how they work. Spicy mustard is a great description. Yeah,
It is.
And it sounds less gross than baby poop.
Baby poop, yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Also,
split
I have
pea.
0 baby poop experience. None. Because, like, why would I? So, Sailing Studio 670 is another one. Oh, is that the green one that I have over there? I can't see it. But maybe. I like that kind of color. Like handmade German mustard. Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, like what you would have with a big old pretzel. Yep. Or some Wurst of some kind. Yep. Yep. So, yeah, I like those kind of colors, but I get that other people wouldn't.
Yeah.
Totally makes sense.
Yeah.
Will I be ink venting in 2024? Yes. Well, technically it'll be 2023.
Yeah.
Also probably 2024 as long as they keep doing it. Because I love doing ink vent. I think it's fun. It's worth the cost of admission to me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If I can make that $20 again, I'll sacrifice my time and energy for
There you go.
this year's ink vent.
There you go.
And Mike, did you say on stream? I don't remember if you just told me after the fact or if you said on stream that you would potentially edit it this year.
Well, we said that during the thing because
is
I
that what
thought
we
you
said?
were unwrapping. You were saying like, oh, the unwrapping takes so long, and
Oh.
like the swatching. And so I'm like,
No, I just talk a lot.
yeah. So if you were gonna do that on the thing,
I
then
gotcha.
I would do that. But otherwise,
Like if
just
something
won't.
terribly happened or just went, something needed to be cut out or whatever, I just be like, I'll get to the point. I'll watch it and then be like, this needs to be dealt with, and you don't have to watch the rest of it.
Yeah, it'll be easy. Click on the Q&A box to see what this does. I don't know if that counts as a question, Iron Mike.
But we did
It
get
does have a question mark.
Yep,
but I don't think
it
that makes it a
does.
question. Atlas Station is taking pre-orders now for Inkment 2023. Wow. So is Colt Pens, I think, actually. Those are the only places I've seen it.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I've only seen it at Colt Pens. I haven't.
And you get free paper from the Colt Pens ones.
Well, it's a wrapping paper is what it actually is.
Well, look,
Yeah.
that's still
Which
probably
is cool.
fancy.
Yeah, it's like a handmade wrapping paper.
Sure,
or
I'm
something.
sure it's gonna be nice.
Yeah, no, it works. Just you wrote a statement with a question mark at the end. So
How much was the Colt Pens version? Do you remember? Well, I mean, it was in pounds, but still.
yeah, I mean
I
it's
don't
probably
remember.
the same. Well, it might be less because usually Diamine's a little cheaper there.
So, I buy nail polish once in a while, which I've been very good. I've not purchased.
Yes, once in a while Audrey buys nail polish.
I very rarely do. From a select few that well, they send it to me, so I don't actually buy a lot. But this came with my package yesterday. And does this look like Toad for you? Oops. His face is not straight. But doesn't it have a Toad face a little bit? It's adorable, though.
94.96.
Mm.
So it's a little bit cheaper over there. About $20. As long as you order enough stuff to get to free shipping, it could be worth it.
Which probably isn't that much more if it's already that.
Yeah. And you can get the green one for $72.
Wow.
Yeah. There you go. 10% off, save 14%. I don't know what the deal is with that, but hey, should I sign up to receive their newsletter? I would. Oh, good. You can get exclusive offers.
Panorama.
So yeah, that's pretty good.
It is a squished Toad, yeah.
Yeah, seems like fun. More of a Super Mario Sunshine vibe instead of Toad. I never played Sunshine. I never had that was a GameCube game, right? I never had a GameCube.
I don't think I played that either.
I think going around spraying stuff with water. I think you got like a backpack or a hose or something. I feel like that was the deal. So why was your weekend okay? Whose? Ours? That was fine. Totally fine.
That was a
pretty good week.
Yeah, it was
a
a good weekend.
Yeah.
We went to a party.
We went to a party at my friend's place.
Sweated so much.
Yeah, it's true. It was pretty.
It
was pretty warm.
Very warm.
It's pretty warm. I mean, it was definitely over 90 that day and pretty humid.
Yeah.
Because we've been getting a lot of Iron Mike's weekend, obviously. Yeah. So yeah, we did that. We planted some big plants on Tuesday. We dug big holes.
Big holes.
I had a massive. Yeah.
Hurt my finger.
She got a blister from working so hard.
I did.
Yeah.
But I was not the gloves. I was wearing gloves, but it was not technically the right kind of gloves. So
yeah, maybe the wrong kind of gloves. So I had this like giant oak leaf hydrangea, which is a really cool plant, but it's been in a tub for I don't know, years and years and years. I've had it for I think 2 years.
The container fell, like the plastic just wore away.
Well, from sitting out in the sun, like it just breaks. So oak leaf hydrangeas do this. At least this is one of the kinds of things they can do. And they have these like big spiracles, I think is what they call them. Oh. But like it's a big cone-shaped thing instead of like a mop-shaped thing. But these can get like very large and they have big oak leaves. I mean, the leaves are like this big. Yeah. They're massive. So anyway, mine, the bin broke. And so it was not getting water. So it was very sad. Had to dig a giant hole. So Audrey helped me out with that, which was nice.
Hole, yeah.
Planted my redbud tree, which I've had in a pot for a couple of years as well. So I got all these things and I was keeping them in pots until spring to plant them. And then I got COVID last year and was kind of down for the count for the summer. Yeah. So they just kind of sat in a pot for a long time, so they'll be okay. Oak leaf hydrangeas are neat. They are neat. And they can get like oak tree sized, some of them too. So this one hopefully will bounce back and be real good. Yeah. What's the best looking ink bottle? A bottle I'd keep after the ink is finished. There are some very good looking ink bottles out there.
Iroshizuku's nice.
Iroshizuku is real nice. Those are pretty.
Classy and nice.
Ackerman are pretty.
Those are interesting.
I like the Sailor Vase bottles more than the Ackerman bottles, though, in terms of like just an outer look. Who else has a really pretty bottle?
Dominant Industry.
Dominant Industries are really cute.
Really fun.
Yeah.
Teardrop sort of shape.
And there's the Southeast. Regular hydrangea is Japanese. Please like the stream. Oh yeah, appreciate that. If you want to like the stream, hit that like button.
It might help with the algorithm. I mean,
you never know.
It's magic, but. Oops. Moving the mic here.
You really are.
Yep.
That's okay. You gotta move the mic. So that's the Dominant Industry bottle. It's this cute little.
It's not fancy, but I think it's an interesting shape, and I really like the weight of the.
Well, they got that Weeble Wobble bottom on them, which is pretty cute.
Yeah.
I like those.
And it's a nice cap as well.
Yeah, Ackerman. What? Yeah. Tell me what I
It's
meant.
put ink.
Yeah. They look like this. A few different.
No, if you click on any of them, it'll show the bottom.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks like that, which has this cool thing with this little marble here that'll trap ink up here for you to use as an inkwell. That's always neat.
Mm-hmm.
Who else were you saying?
There's Ferris wheel. Some people say they like the old ones better. The Diamond Christmas ones are nice too. That's a fun shape.
These round ones? I guess they have a couple of different shapes, don't they?
Yeah, they've had a few.
Oh, here's this one.
The footed, yes.
Yeah. Carriage.
Mm.
This is actually kind of fun. It'll like help you shake up your shimmers or whatever. I think it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Not $40 fun, but fun nonetheless. These bottles are cool. Yeah. They're not very usable though, is the only thing about them.
Well, that's the thing. So
that's the Ferris wheel press difference.
That's the tough thing.
Like, oh, you want to put a pen in here? No.
An interesting bottle to have it be usable for all kinds of pens is difficult.
Graf and Faber-Castell has really nice bottles.
Are Mont Blanc bottles nice?
Some of them are.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I think this is a cool bottle.
Yeah.
Another big, like, fat glass base.
We got an Edelstein as well. I'm trying to remember. Those, I think, are nice as far as I remember.
Yeah, the Edelstein are pretty cool.
Visconti bottles.
The diamond-footed ink pen. Oh, yeah,
Yeah, I've said that, yeah.
yeah.
The different shape, the one with the 4.
Are the Omos ones just round? Oh, these ones. Yeah, I actually bought a bottle of Omos ink. I didn't even know what it was because it didn't even say what color it was.
Oh, jeez.
But it was a cool bottle. It's black. I mean, it's fine. Came in a cool box. Had a cool bottle.
Yeah, that's
Worth
not
it.
for me.
This bottle?
Yeah.
I like
again, this is all personal preference. I don't.
Yeah. Is it octagonal? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, octagonal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grandache.
Yeah, Grandache has cool ones.
I didn't even think about them. Yeah. There was a Colorverse in there. The Colorverse old ones are funner than the new bottles.
The teardroppy ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Grandache are pretty neat.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they have a couple of different kinds of bottles, but these are like the chromatics have this like slant, which is pretty neat. Yeah, there's a lot of cool ink bottles out there.
Yeah.
It's like an aesthetic version of the Waterman bottles. Yeah, facts. Also, the old Visconti bottles. The Visconti vase was neat.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like a bottle that looks cool, even empty. And there are lots of those like that. What would be the best pen and ink to use for a marriage license? I mean, there's no reason you'd be asking that, right? Just like off the cuff, somebody who asked that. I don't think we could use fountain pens when we did ours.
There are certain things you can and can't. Yeah, we were gonna sign certain documents.
Our house document.
And then we had it all decided and planned out, and they're like, "No, you can't."
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, obviously something permanent.
Yeah.
Or washable, depending on how you're feeling about that marriage, I guess. But I would go permanent.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'd get something like a, I don't know, like a pigmenty sort of thing. And make it permanent. I'd also like to be bright. I don't know what like the rules are where you are, but I don't know, like a bright blue or something like that. Yeah,
but they probably have to be black. Usually it's either blue or black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
But it'd be kind of cool. Platinum permanent. The platinum carbon black. It's pretty good.
Carbon black, yeah. That's
Registrars. I've never used any of the Registrars inks, but yeah, possibly. Laura had to run. See you later, Laura.
Bye, Laura.
She's probably already gone. That's cool. Yeah, I don't know, probably something permanent. I'd go bright if they let me, but you might call ahead and ask if they have requirements.
That I know it's an
Should've
extra
done that.
call though, but yeah, that might
Yeah.
be a good idea. Just so you're not spending too much time planning on it, and then all of a sudden,
like back when we got married, like I had some fountain pens, but like
yeah, it wasn't.
not. The online community wasn't as big, and like you couldn't get samples, and like there weren't fountain pen stores around, so I just had like whatever pens I had left over from college. So I mentioned that to your ex sister-in-law. She's in her 4th marriage. Yeah, you get some of that. You get some of that washable blue, and you can get like the ink eradicator from the pen. You just erase it.
Yeah.
Something old, something borrowed, blue. There you go.
There you go.
I mean, if they'll let you.
Yeah.
If they'll let you. Okay, anything about the law since you're doing the license not in your home state. Oh, I see. I see. Yeah, I mean, you might have to call that state and ask. Like, Tennessee is weird. I don't know where you're going, but Tennessee, like, was weird about it. And also, like, some places, like, want to do, like, blood tests or stuff like that. Tennessee was just like, is y'all kin? And we said no. And they're like, good enough. That was kind of it. And then you had to do a big crystal, I think. Yeah. Knew as a big crystal. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
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 I think that's what we had to use, was something like that. So, Carandash have nice bottles. Yeah, Carandash do have nice bottles. Yeah, that's right. Oh, the answer is big crystal. Yeah, get that big crystal, or get upscale and get the
Atlantis,
the Ultra Comfort Glide or whatever. Yeah, squishy. Yeah. Signed your will with a Nikaya. Nice. You ought to get a will. That'd probably be pretty good. Got to sign off. See you later, Gundarian. Take care. Take care. When you got married, you were only allowed 3 questions. Where, when, and how are you supposed to be dressed? Oh, you were only allowed 3 questions. Oh. Yeah, we didn't really do that so much. We're more collaborative, I guess, than that. But Yep.
I was not one of those people that's like, I planned everything for my marriage when I was a kid.
No.
I did not.
Had nothing.
That was not me.
It's Colorado. They allow self-certification marriage. Oh, that's cool.
Oh.
Neat. 36 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, ours was less than that.
Yeah.
But
not that many.
Yeah, not that many.
Oh.
I mean, less than that, but like, yeah, we're getting close to 20-ish. What do we have? 15? Is it 15 this year or 16? 15 probably.
Yeah, it's
sounds right.
15.
Yeah, 15. 15 years she's been putting up with this. How about that?
Well, even more than that.
Well, yeah, plus
From
a couple,
marriage.
I guess. Yeah. Oh, here's what I need to do.
What are you doing?
There we go. I need to lower the whole thing. I need to get a new arm that holds just that camera.
You need to have it up and looking down. That's how you look slimmer.
Oh.
What are you doing? Why is it like right here?
I think it looks weird if it looks down.
I mean, I think it looks weird, but it looks better.
I have to
This
suck
is like
it.
the worst angle. What are
You
doing?
You literally just told me to do that.
I'm saying I don't want you to show like all of us.
That's
like,
what happens when you look down. That's how cameras
no.
work. That's
Gotta
suck it in and get a fisheye. That would make it so much worse.
I know it would, yeah.
It's so much worse. Who's going up on 37? Wow.
My parents, I don't even remember. It's over 50, I think.
That's a long time.
It's a long time.
My parents went 17.
That's a long time too.
I mean, It's true. Like, they still got us beat.
Yeah.
But they did get divorced when I was like 8. So.
I mean, that's still long. I mean, they were together a long time then before you were.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my parents were old when they had me. Yeah.
That's fairly
And
old.
way older when they had my sister.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I think they were like
older.
35 or something when they had me, and like so my sister would have been like 43. They would have been because they're about they're like the same age.
Huh.
So yeah, I know. You quit dating in 1991 and never married. Fair enough. I mean, you know. Pen power couple. I don't know. Maybe we're a couple of people with pens. That's true.
We are. That's
we have a certain amount of power. I can turn on light switches with the best of them.
I work out.
It's true.
I lift.
Ah.
Yep.
Hey, Claire, welcome in.
Hello.
15th anniversary. You should get Audrey a crystal fountain pen, like a big crystal fountain pen.
Yeah.
Don't be interesting. No problem. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
It's after 6 o'clock. It's pizza.
I did have another thing I was gonna say. Another thing I did this week. I got tickets to the San Francisco Pen Show. Claire, I'll be seeing you there. I hope, and whoever else in the chat is in.
Me.
Also, Audrey. Oh. And,
That was a really good one.
and anybody else who's in going to that show, I will be going to the San Francisco Pen Show. I'm excited about that. It'll be fun.
Woot.
Woot indeed. Now we're all getting in Brad's Twitch streams and like trying to bully him into going to San Francisco. Because he's like, no, I'll never go or something. I don't know. Did I get good flights? I got pretty okay flights. I mean, it's literally the other side of the country. I couldn't be all that much further from San Francisco than I am. I guess I could be in Florida. Yeah, I got pretty decent flights. And actually, the cost wasn't bad for the round trip. It was surprisingly low. Annabelle, who we were talking about earlier, said that she's going to San Francisco. And I was like, wow, that's quite the flight. And she's like, my flights were really cheap. And she told me how much it was. I'm like, that's a lot of money. And she's like, yeah, but it's from Europe, though. And so I was like, I don't know. It's pretty expensive last time I looked from here. And so she looked and she's like, nope, it's real cheap from where you are. Real cheap compared to flying from Europe.
Yeah,
but,
I mean, sure.
but yeah. So, so I'm going to San Francisco. I need to decide if I'm going to pony up for a slightly more comfortable seat on the way out there. Got like a 5.5 hour leg, and
My legs are so much older than that.
Oh wow, not a dad, but still.
I mean, I saw the 12 knee surgeries that poor Eric's had to deal with.
12 knee surgeries, 2 shoulders, back, neck, 2 hernias, and a dislocated hip. Yeah, maybe don't lift anything at all ever. Maybe just don't lift any of the things. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. I'm getting into San Francisco at an okay time. I don't remember what time it is. I remember thinking it was fine.
I always love waking up at 6 a.m. Be like, and then it's breakfast time. I'm like, it's lunchtime. Like, what is going on?
Oh, even when you get there?
Yes.
Yeah, the time change is a big deal for us. Yeah, it'll be fine. Like, I'm a late night person anyway, so it's not that big a deal, but I'm pretty sure that I'm landing like at night, but at a regular, like an okay time. Yeah. I don't take off from here until I think 2 or 3, so like I don't have to get up super early anyway. So 6 a.m. flight to DC, yike. Yeah, well, if you're coming out from the West Coast, that's kind of the way it goes.
Yeah,
gotta get them early flights.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be fun. Stay up until at least 10. Oh, I regularly go to bed at like 3 or 4 a.m. Eastern time, so that's midnight or 1.
I sleep whenever I can.
Yeah, when I go to the San Francisco Pen Show is weird because like I'm a late night person anyway, so it's fine. But then like if I'm at San Francisco and I stay up until 3, that means I've stayed up until 6 a.m. my time, and that's rough. Just 5.5 hours. Well, that's just that leg, so. Yeah. Count to 19,800. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could. Dislocating your shoulder in December, still don't quite trust your shoulder. Oh. Yeah, that sucks. I can like just fall out of joint sometimes after that. It's not great. Yeah, 15 minutes from the Portland show. That's pretty sick. It's pretty nice. I like that. Yeah, Portland was really expensive for me to fly to, so I just like, and with the hotel is very expensive there as well. But since Audrey's gonna be at San Francisco, I've got the hotel figured out. So as long as she lets me stay with her. So she's got to put up with me for another couple of months in order for me to get a free hotel room. Yep. She's got to stick in that long at least. So
that's true.
And then I've got a red eye on the way back, which is an overnight flight. And then I teach on Monday afternoon, but it'll be fine. I could do that in my sleep. I probably will. So I think I land at like 8 or 9 a.m. It's fine. I don't teach until 2. I've got hours. So, did you get your London pens there? Your second round of London pens there, right? Girl? Threatened to dislocate a few times. Oh, yeah. I'll try yelling at it from here. About your shoulder? Yeah, do it. Yell at them. That's what Red Bull was intended for? Oof. Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Gotta have those wings.
I guess that's true. It's fine. I can sleep on planes as long as I'm not, like, horrifically uncomfortable. And I might be, but it's the way it goes.
That's what planes are for.
I'm not planning on paying extra for a fancy seat on the way back. But I might like pony up to like, I don't know, main cabin plus or something for the right out there. I don't know, man. Start a GoFundMe.
There you go.
Yeah, start a GoFundMe, get an extra $100 or whatever that costs.
I need leg room.
I need legs. I need to not be sitting like this the whole time. I don't know, because I have wide shoulders. I may have said on a stream before, and so airplane seats these days are narrower than my shoulders, and so in order to not be that guy, I try to sit like this.
That's nice of you.
Well, otherwise, like I don't know, my shoulders are wider. I mean, just like my office chair, actually, like, you know, so I have to crunch unless I get a window seat, but then I'm like all like crunched over in the corner, you know. But aisle seat means that I get hit by the drink cart.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know, there's a ramen vending machine in one of the SF show hotels. It's kind of cool. Airplane seats are designed for 14-year-old girls. Yeah, Greg, you're a bigger guy than I am. I don't know.
They don't make them like they used to. That's for sure.
Well, they make them smaller and stuff. So
call me a boomer, but I
Yeah.
feel like
Pretty Bib got stuck by the largest man ever to board a flight unaided. I mean, you just gotta become real good friends with that person. That's the way to go. You know, you just kind of like, you know, snuggle up, I guess. So anyway, yeah, looking forward to going to the show as just a regular old person, not
like
as
a regular old person.
Yeah, as an attendee and not like a vendor-y type. So I'll actually get to see the show, which will be neat. It's going to be in a new hotel, which I hope is good. I really liked the old show ballroom and hotel setup. That was really good, but we'll see what this new one's like. I don't know.
Sure.
I hope it's good.
Yeah.
So that's cool. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of the flight. I almost backed out of buying that ticket so many times. It took myself like 2 days to convince
So many times.
It might have taken me 3 days to convince myself to actually buy those tickets and make the trip.
Yeah.
Anyway, but my teaching schedule is arranged so it's easier for me to go. I don't have to take like a red eye out and a red eye back.
Yeah.
So that'll be cool. So yeah, going to San Fran. Hooray!
Woo!
Woot! So there will be a live stream from San Fran. Lord willing, and internet holds up.
Rip wallet.
Why?
Toyuka. Should I keep
They're
naming all the people?
Toyoka's going to DC though, and I can buy bigger things. So like,
That's true.
that's what I'm gonna rip the old. Well,
I
unless they
forgot
don't,
that they were going
unless
to
they don't
DC.
bring stuff because it's further. We'll see.
Yeah, I don't know.
But possibly also, I mean, like Kobe is there. Like all the places that you were telling me about last year. I don't know. Plus, there's a lot of enablers out there in San Fran. A lot of our Californian friends are big enablers. The California.
Yep.
And it'll be the last show I go to before Philly. So like I'll have months between.
Dallas.
I'm not going to Dallas, as far as I know. When is Dallas?
Usually September or something.
Yeah, so is San Fran.
No, that's in at very end of August, beginning, and this is like a few weeks after that.
Okay.
I don't remember. Joss or somebody will tell us.
Pretty sure Okay, yeah,
Or you could look it
you're
up.
right. Yeah, right. Yeah, Yoss will be able to tell us.
I think
when
it's
Dallas
after your
is.
birthday and stuff.
Yeah, it's always unclear. I forget. Week before the Pelican Hub, so third week, I guess, of September. Yeah, Toyoka's coming to DC, is what I hear, Greg. Yeah. Now, of course, I have to fight Greg for the good boxes. We'll see how it goes.
No, I sat in a line.
You
Or
did.
stood in a line.
You did. Are you testing all the goodies they're bringing on Instagram? Well, I hope they're going to bring some to DC as well as San Fran. But that means if I don't get something in DC, I mean, I could do San Fran, but then you got to like travel with it.
I know.
That sounds like it'd be kind of rough. So if I can get if I get a big box, it's going to be from DC and not San Fran likely. I have to ship it back from San Fran or something. Cost a mint. So saw a clip of a hailstorm in Indiana the other day. Told you hotel. Yeah, no, hail is pretty gnarly. For sure. So,
Sure is.
one of the few people who can block your access and vision to the Toyota table. Yeah, it's true. It's true. You are. You do have me beat on height and everything. So, yeah. September 29th through 30th.
So that's really late this year.
That is very late. I thought the Pelican Hubs were in. They must be in October then.
I have no idea.
I thought they were late September.
No idea.
So Dallas.
Oh yeah, I'll go to.
Oh, you know what? I've got it in my planner.
San Fran. I didn't go to San Fran for a few years, and now I've gone every year for.
Is that right? You didn't go for a few years?
Yeah, the first year I worked at I didn't the first year that I started at FC, and then the year after. Was it the year after that I got food poisoning? Is it before LA or is it
That was
before?
LA.
Oh, never mind then. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, September is chock full of pen shows, man. Orlando, 7th through the 9th. Commonwealth. Oh, never mind.
Yep.
Commonwealth is...
If you haven't heard about the Commonwealth, there will be no show this year.
No show in Boston this year. Yeah, they're done for this year. The hotel screwed them. Yeah. So like, oh, you don't have the people to do it. And so like, no, we're not going to do your show. So they had to cancel the whole pen show. That sucks. Yeah, Audrey's going to SF and so am I.
Yep. But I'll be working.
I know if you need a ride. I don't think I will because I'm flying into SFO and the hotel is right there and there's a shuttle, so I shouldn't need a ride. But if I do, I'll let you know. Bummed about Boston. Yeah, it does kind of suck. It sucks for the patrons, and also it sucks for the people that go to that show, like as vendors.
It does. Yeah.
And also, like that show is just getting bigger. You know, someone have a new body. I mean, I don't, but if I hear of a spare one, I'll let you know. Yeah. And August has DC and SF bookending that show.
Next month is so busy.
It really will be. Same thing happened in Colorado 2 years ago. Yeah, I mean Colorado at least had like the pandemic going on to do that. Boston,
to explain, yeah.
Boston, that just seems like kind of weak sauce. That means they just don't want to pay people to work to do that show. So,
like, and that's the thing. You can make a lot of money. Like, aren't doing those really important for
you'd think so,
because that's filling the rooms,
yeah,
and as well as other people, and those people
selling ballrooms,
drinks and food, and
well, I don't know what the Boston show is like, and it has been. It was like just like a one-day show for a long time, and they just extended it to 2 or 3, I think. So I don't know. Hopefully that'll be back on track next year, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Colorado has some good onion rings. At the old hotel.
The old hotel.
I remember, yeah. That was good.
They also had 1 million trains, which I did not like. Too many trains.
Didn't you have to walk a mile just to get to your room, too?
What?
Was
for
it that
ours?
one?
Yeah.
Like, it was just so
It was like all the way around the building or something.
There were not enough elevators, and it was just
I had to walk the whole circumference.
very wide.
Yeah. I didn't find the earplugs that they put in the room until the last day, so it was too late. Yeah.
And I grew up next to train. I mean, it's been 1,000,000 years since I've lived at that home, but
how'd you grow up with trains?
I grew up right next to trains, and I didn't even hear it at all. I thought it was sort of reminiscing of old times. Probably my brain probably was like, "Nope, shut that out."
For me, it was like I had altitude sickness and hadn't slept in 4 days. It was rough. It was rough. Yeah. So yeah, that's what we got going on. I've got pen stuff coming this next week, so we'll have new pens and inks for next week.
Yep.
I bought a pen on Slack yesterday during the live stream, actually.
Yeah. I've also purchased from that person before as well.
New hotel has bad lighting in the gathering area. No trains, dispensary across the street. All right, so bad lighting is pretty standard. Yeah. Bad lighting in the gathering area. How's the lighting in the ballroom? Is it also trash? Because
probably
it should be.
Trash as well.
Dispensary across the street sounds like it might be pretty good.
I mean, I wouldn't be shocked. It is.
Yeah.
As Denver does.
You're back. What did you kiss? I don't know what you kissed. What you been up to there, Ruth? I ran into a bank robbery last year, a few blocks from the Colorado show.
Yikes!
Did you like stop a bank robber? Are you Spider-Man? Wow.
I was fine. That was good.
Take care of Greg.
Bye,
See you later. Ballroom lighting's fine. Well, weird, but all right. Yeah. What'd you miss? I'm going to San Francisco, and so is Audrey. That's a thing that we talked about.
Yeah. Mine's not shocking though.
No, it's not as surprising that you're going because vendor, but more me.
I can tell you mostly a year in advance of what I'll be doing next year.
He was at the drive-thru and SWAT came up and told him to leave.
Wow.
Yikes! You never miss and tell. Never tell about the misses. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. I mean, can't happen that often, right? Can't be that many bank robberies.
I mean, depends on the city, I guess.
I guess. I don't know. I don't know if this thing happens that much. So yeah, there we go. That's it. 6:30. It's time for us to eat pizza. Yeah. Thanks very much for hanging out.
Yes. I'll
be back on Twitch on Tuesday and Thursday, swatching ink and going through inks and trying to find the favorites. Trying to narrow them down. Just wait until I get to the blues. The blues.
Ooh.
I'm gonna. I don't know. I have to start narrowing the categories even smaller.
I
think my stack of blue cards is like this.
Oh, I'm sure.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's half a Rolodex at least.
There's a lot of blue inks.
A lot of blues. A lot of greens.
Blacks.
Black I already did. I had a lot of blacks, but
you don't buy them is the thing. So you probably don't have that many.
Blacks? I've got a lot of black inks.
But you don't like them.
I didn't for a long time, but I do now, which is a problem, of course. But yeah, it's going to be fun. So thanks everyone. Love Friday. Good. I'm glad.
Yes.
Y'all have a safe weekend. Try to stay out of bank robberies. Don't rob any banks.
Yep.
At least, and if you do, don't talk about it here. Y'all have fun at the Pacific Northwest show if you're going to be up there in Portland. I hope it's great.
Yep.
Yeah, Carol, high five all the people that we know.
Yep.
Cheerio Water Bus. Yeah, I got them beans. Didn't get automotive this time.
Not this time. No. Weird.
Yeah, I hope we have a good weekend too. Nothing planned?
Nope.
Pretty chill weekend here. So
sounds good. Besides, thank you for the pizza money.
Yes, thank you very much for the
Appreciate
pizza
it,
money.
yeah.
Always appreciated. Thank you very
Yeah.
much. And yeah, y'all take care of yourselves and everyone around you. And cheerio, water bus. Audrey,
Think about what you put out in the world.
what should I do about it?
Cheerio water bus?
Make it a better place. Bye, everybody. We'll see you later. Bye, y'all.